Hey guys, so for this week's Zones of Regulation lesson, we are going to be talking about good thoughts versus uncomfortable thoughts. So each of us have many different thoughts about the people around us. And just like we have thoughts about them, the people around us have thoughts about us. This means that we need to be aware of that. Even if we aren't talking to people, they may be thinking things and they may be thinking good or uncomfortable thoughts about the things that we are doing and the behavior that we are having, just like we are having those thoughts about them. Many of the thoughts that people have about us are good, but sometimes they can be uncomfortable. In that case, it is most likely that the zone or the behavior that we are having is unexpected. Just like if we're having an uncomfortable thought about somebody else, it is probably because their zone or their behavior is unexpected for that situation. Think about a time that you were in school or at the grocery store or at a restaurant and you had a good thought about somebody. Can you think of one? It is probably because they were having expected behavior for that situation. Now think about a time that you were at school, at a grocery store, or in a restaurant, and you had an uncomfortable thought about somebody. I bet you can think of one of those too. You were probably having that uncomfortable thought because they were doing something unexpected for that situation. First, let's think about this. Each one of us can make people have good thoughts or uncomfortable thoughts because of the way that we behave. So, our behavior can cause other people to have either good or uncomfortable thoughts about us. When we have too many uncomfortable thoughts about somebody, or when somebody else has too many uncomfortable thoughts about us, we might think that person is not fun, that they might be unsafe, or they might not be easy to play with or work with. And they might think those things about us as well. So what we're going to do today is I have a side of my paper that says good, and I have a side of my paper that says uncomfortable. We're going to watch a clip from the movie Toy Story, and every time I have a good thought that one of the characters in this movie gave me, I'm going to put a tally mark. And every time I have an uncomfortable thought about every time that somebody in the movie gives me an uncomfortable thought, I'm going to put a tally mark here. And at the end, we will see how many we have.
What is it? Can you see it? Heck is up there.
Woody, who's up there with you?
Woody, what are you doing under the bed?
Nothing. I'm sure Andy was just a little excited. That's all. Too much cake and ice cream, I suppose. It's just a mistake.
Well, that mistake is sitting in your spot, Woody.
Have you been replaced? Hey, what did I tell you earlier? No one is getting replaced. Now, let's all be polite and give whatever it is up there a nice, big Andy's room welcome.
Buzz Lightyear to Star Command. Come in, Star Command. Star Command, come in. Do you read me?
Why don't they answer? My ship! Blast. This will take weeks to repair.
Buzz Lightyear mission log stardate 4072. My ship is run off course en route to Sector 12. I've crash landed on a strange planet. The impact must have awoke me from hypersleep. Terrain seems a bit unstable. No readout yet if the air is breathable. And there seems to be no sign of intelligent life anywhere.
Hello? Oh, yeah. Ah! Whoa! Hey, whoa. Did I frighten you? Didn't mean to. Sorry. Howdy. My name is Woody, and this is Andy's room. That's all I wanted to say. And also, there has been a bit of a mix-up. This is my spot. See the bed here?
Local law enforcement. It's about time you got here. I'm Buzz Lightyear, Space Ranger, Universe Protection Unit. My ship has crash landed here by mistake.
Yes, it is a mistake because you see the bed here is my spot.
I need to repair my turbo boosters. Do people still use fossil fuels, or have you discovered crystallic fusion?
Well, let's see. We got double A's.
Watch yourself. Who goes there?
Don't shoot. Okay, friends.
Do you know these life forms?
Yes, they're Andy's toys.
All right, everyone, you're clear to come up. I am Buzz Lightyear. I come in peace.
Oh, I'm so glad you're not a dinosaur.
Thank you. Now, thank you all for your kind welcome.
Say, what's that button do?
I'll show you.
Buzz Lightyear to the rescue!
Hey, Woody's got something like that. His is a full strike. Only it sounds like a car ran over it.
Oh, yeah, but not like this one. This is a quality sound system. Probably all copper wiring, huh? So, where are you from? Singapore? Hong Kong?
No, actually, I'm stationed up in the Gamma Quadrant of Sector 4. As a member of the elite Universe Protection Unit of the Space Ranger Corps, I protect the galaxy from the threat of invasion from the evil Emperor Zurg, sworn enemy of the Galactic Alliance.
Oh, really? I'm from Play School, and I'm from Mattel. Well, I'm not really from Mattel. I'm actually from a smaller company that was purchased and delivered.
Okay. We don't want that to start. Okay. So you can see in there that I have 7 tallies under good thoughts and 6 tallies under uncomfortable. Some things that made me have good thoughts about the characters in that movie were when they greeted Buzz kindly and were excited to meet somebody new, when they had some good exchanges like that. Some things that made me uncomfortable was when Buzz thought he was on another planet. That doesn't really make much sense for what we were looking at right now. Another thing that made me uncomfortable was when Woody started being rude to Buzz. Sometimes his tone of voice was unexpected, and that made me have some uncomfortable thoughts about him. So things like that. So one thing that I want to make sure we talk about, so we have good thoughts and uncomfortable thoughts about those people. And once we have those thoughts, you cannot take them away. When somebody has an unexpected thought about somebody else because of their behavior, we cannot make those thoughts go away. All we can do is keep giving them more good thoughts so that they have more good thoughts than uncomfortable thoughts. If somebody has more uncomfortable thoughts about us than they have good thoughts, they might think that we're hard to play with, that we are not fun, we might not be safe, and things like that. So the takeaways from today's lesson that I want you to think about: everybody around us has good and uncomfortable thoughts about us based on the things that we do and our behavior, just like we have good or uncomfortable thoughts about them based on their behavior and the things that they do. Once we have an uncomfortable thought, we cannot take that away. Once we have a good thought, we cannot take that away. We want people to have more good thoughts about us than they have uncomfortable thoughts. Because if they have too many uncomfortable thoughts, they might think that we are not fun, that we are not safe, that we are not easy to play or work with, things like that. Okay, I hope you enjoyed this lesson. Bye.